So we're going to look at slide 6 and 7 in this particular video. So one of the types of inherited um, genetic mutations is a disease called sickle cell anemia. Okay, so it is an inherited genetic disorder. So that means that you got it from your mom and your dad. Okay, and so what happens here is that we have these are all amino acids, right? And so notice that this is the normal sequence. So this is the order that it should be in. So this one's all set. This one, notice everything is the same until we get to here, right? So this amino acid is different. And so this is sort of like the cookie. These is sort of the things that go in the cookie. Well, guess what? Over here you had a guanine, adenine, and guanine, right? Remember, those are the bases. And then you had a guanine, a thymine, and a guanine here. The problem is the A and the T don't match. That one simple base is what causes this genetic disorder. Just one wrong base. Okay. So if we go to this next slide, now we're going to look at, okay, so what exactly is sickle cell anemia? So we already said that it's an inherited genetic disorder. One base is wrong, and it's going to cause all of these problems. So sickle cell anemia is a genetic disorder that is typically in people of African descent or people of Middle Eastern descent. And so a healthy red blood cell, first of all, its job is to carry oxygen around the body, right? So it has to get through all the arteries and the veins and the capillaries, and it brings oxygen from your lungs to all of the cells in your body. Okay. And you learned in cellular respiration how important that is. So a healthy red blood cell looks like a donut, but somebody sort of took their hand and squished out the jelly. The jelly that it squished out is actually the nucleus, believe it or not. When the cell was immature, when it was a young cell, it had a nucleus. As it matures, the DNA, the nucleus gets pushed out, and it enables the cell to sort of be more pliable as it's going through the arteries and the veins and, in order everything that comes from your heart. So the problem is these sickle cell anemia cells don't look the same, right? They look like crescent moons. And not only do they look like crescent moons, not only are they not the right shape, so they don't hold as much oxygen, right? They can't deliver as much oxygen. They also have these little, let me see if I can, they have these little, see these little, I can't get this to work. There we go. Have these little pointy things. These little pointy things can get stuck in blood vessels. And so they can sort of cause traffic jams, right? So it gets stuck, and then the cells that are coming behind it they kind of stack up, and so that there can be blockages. Those blockages can occur in blood vessels, but they can occur in blood vessels in any of the major organs, right? So every cell in your body needs blood to get there because it needs oxygen. And so you can have devastating organ failures and organ problems because it can cause blockages. Oxygen isn't getting where it should be as at the right levels. So this sickle cell anemia, remember, is inherited, which means that you get it from your mom and your dad. It is not acquired.